Today we're going to talk about dwarf gourami and angelfish compatibility as I tried a new experiment in the 26-gallon aquarium. And later on in this episode, we're also going to see my praying mantis called Noodle eat a mealworm. Warning, that part is going to be graphic. Also, make sure to look at my latest video as I talk of a big plague that have been hitting my channel. So, let's start this episode by talking about Choji, the dwarf gourami. This is him right there. I've placed him in the 26-gallon for several reasons. The first one being because now that Kaiser, the three-spotted gourami, is out of here, I wanted a fish to kind of compete with Lucius. You see, Lucius being an angelfish, I didn't want him to have no competition and see him turn aggressive towards the smaller fish. So by having a rival in this aquarium, or rather a tank mate, I thought it might make him less aggressive, or rather continue to make him docile. And overall, it worked. Now, another reason why I've placed Choji in here is because um, he did get some injuries from a crayfish, and ever since I've been back from my camping trip, he seemed to be a little bit weaker than his usual, and also have a little bit less good coloration, though he's still stunning. So I wanted to isolate him from the other gouramis, and by placing him with his old pal Lucius, I thought everything was going to be alright. But apparently, Lucius pretty much had a grudge against um, Choji, though it wasn't that bad. Now, back in the 44-gallon aquarium, the three other gouramis were doing pretty well. As a matter of fact, Hinata, the pearl gourami, which is a female, was getting a bit less rough and tough on Kaiser, our brand new three-spotted gourami. So that was a good news. And also, Gimli, my second dwarf gourami, was doing pretty well. He was more active and was hiding far less. So, seeing that my angelfish was a bit aggressive towards the weaker gourami, I decided to swipe them out. So to keep Gimli instead of Choji with Lucius. And for now, everything seems to be perfect. Sorry, that was a tongue twister right there. So anyway, to kind of answer the question I've asked, yes, you can keep dwarf gouramis and other species of gouramis with your angelfish as long as they behave correctly together. But if you see that they don't, make sure to split them quite fast. Otherwise, you might have either an angelfish or a gourami injured. But yeah, both angelfish and gouramis can be aggressive, and both can also be pretty peaceful, as this video have proved it. Now, in the next episode of Around That Power, I'm going to talk about gouramis with betta fish. But for now, let's check out our new mother. This is my praying mantis called Noodle. Now, in the last episode, I called her Meme, but one of my friends finally baptized her properly with the name of Noodle, which is one of the four characters of the band Gorillaz. Now, anyway, I am very pleased to see that Noodle is finally eating some of the mealworm. I was struggling to feed her quite a lot, and she really don't like me to watch her eat her food, but I've been able to feed her both yesterday and today. So this is excellent, as I really didn't wanted her to die off after laying her batch of eggs. Now that was like the cocoon full of eggs, and I don't believe the babies are going to hatch anywhere soon. I do believe we're going to have to wait the entirety of winter before that, but once that happens, I'm going to select my favorite of all the babies and release all the others, because I'm not going to keep like 200 little baby mantis. But anyway, Noodle is pretty feisty and pretty aggressive at time, but she's really a lovely mantis, and I do enjoy her quite a lot. And I have another very funny video about her coming pretty soon. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to look at my last video as I discuss the plague that is hitting my channel pretty hard. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, like, comment, and may the fish be with you always. Bye!